So yeah, just explain if you've been in any contracts, any deals, what you're seeing on the business table, why you did or did not, and how that's leading to your ultimate goal.
Yeah, man. So right now I'm 100% independent. 100% independent. Actually run. I wouldn't call it a record label because I'm trying to steer away from anything that resembles the traditional record label model. Right. But I run a business, a music business, in which we have other artists signed to us. And it's a complete different working of what the music industry has been and represented for at least the past 50 years. So I'm very grateful to say that I'm huge on ownership. I'm huge on artists owning their own masters. I'm also huge on artists actually being people who don't just build major careers for themselves, but actually understand that this is a whole empire that they have now control of that can be used to stream them into other things. So what I'm doing with music is just a stepping stone for some of the things that I'm already doing with my own business, with being an author, with films, with doing things here in the prisons in New York City. Like we really doing work and we're community based with things that we doing in the street. So while everybody else is online trying to get their stuff popping on IG and all this stuff, we actually really out here in the streets, making impact, mentoring youth in the middle schools and the high schools. So that's just a little plug on that. As far as my situations in the industry in the past, while I won't get into any specifics, I have been at several labels, not signed, but in meetings and in situations. And for me, much of the similar conversation that it always came back to is just like what you said. They wanted me, but they wanted me to become a version of myself that was no longer true to me. Yeah, we'll work with you, we'll sign you, but you got to leave your faith a little outside of your music, and you got to talk a little more, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little more like this. You can still be, it's still going to be positive. It's still going to have that bounce. It's like at the end of the day, I know the way that God wired me. I know what's in my heart, what's in my soul. And if when I go to bed at night, I'm sitting there wrestling because I know there was something I was supposed to say to the kids or to the people listening or to the single moms or whatever it is, and I'm not saying that because of a check, then I've now become a slave and I'm free. Like I'm not ever walking in that. So it's definitely been one of those situations where, you know, I'm independent for a reason. A lot of people want to ride the wave. Being independent, honestly, is trendy nowadays. A lot of these artists that are saying they're independent, they're not independent. And people are too ignorant to actually know what independence is. I have nobody telling me at all when I can release music. I have nobody telling me where I can tour, where I can't go. I can go wherever I want to go. I can drop whenever I want to drop. I can say whatever I want to say. And I've got the community backing me. So while my journey, like I said, is planned to take longer than these people that will blow up in a day or blow up in a week, I'm going to be there at the same place they are, and I'm going to have an army of people with me who really rooted in the streets. So when we talk about real world impact, that's what we building over here. So that's Cellus Hamilton.